Fordham and Volkswagen looking at this 2019 Tiguan SEL Premium R-Line. So driving this 2019 Volkswagen Tiguan SEL Premium all-wheel drive R-Line is very nice. It has 184 horsepower from that 2.0 liter turbocharged engine, turning all four wheels, and it has independent four-wheel suspension as well. Now the power is a little, it's sufficient. I do wish, with how good this car looks and how nice everything is, I do wish you could have an option with a higher horsepower. Make this a little bit more fun. And I think over time, these crossover SUVs are going to be going that way. There's already a few that have done it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if people want to compete with those. But first impressions when you get in this car, it's a super nice place to be. Everything works so nicely. Everything, the fit and finish is just executed so well. The digital dash that has come down from Audi is awesome. I love that they've put this in here. It really makes the technology in this car feel just a step above. It's very well put together. Volkswagen has really done a smart thing in putting this touchscreen right here instead of putting like what looks like someone just took an iPad, clicked it in right here. This feels like an iPad. It works just as well. The touchscreen is very user friendly. Everything in this one makes sense. My wife and I, we own a Jetta TDI, and sometimes the buttons, like when you're trying to figure things out, it's a little difficult. They've come a long way with that. Everything works very well. I love the interior in this car. It looks great, feels great. This one has the Fender audio system, which it rocks. It sounds really good. It has a very crisp sound to it. It's not overpowering, but it works really well. I really love how the stereo sounds in this. The funny thing about this car is my wife, when she got in it, she was chanting, "I love my car, I love my car, I love my car, I love my car." Because we don't really need to buy a new car right now. We're happy with what we have, but this is really nice. It has a lot of awesome features. Heated seats, heated steering wheel. This adaptive cruise control is working right now. I'm getting on this off-ramp, and the car in front of me has slowed down to about 40, and my cruise control is set above that. It's automatically slowed down. I haven't touched the brake at all. It's doing it for me as I'm talking to you, which is really nice. I love adaptive cruise control. I know a lot of cars have it out there. This system works excellently. You can even use it in stop and go traffic. Okay, so I'm going to try and demonstrate the adaptive cruise control for you. I've hit the resume button on the cruise control right now, and this car in front of me is going a little bit slower than the cruise is set for, and the car is holding me at the distance I have selected it to hold me at. Now we're coming up to a stoplight. Traffic is stopped. I'm hovering over the brake, but it's doing all of it for me. Perfect. The traffic didn't fully stop, so now they're taking off. The car is doing it basically itself for me, keeping with traffic, keeping that distance that I've set it. So for in stop and go traffic, this is a really nice feature. When it comes to a complete stop, if you've let the cruise control stop for you, when the light turns green or the traffic starts going again, you just tap the gas and it'll continue to go. I just had someone jump in front of me. It's going to back me off a little bit for that distance that I have already set. It's a really nice feature. I really enjoy how it works. I love that they're bringing this in because a lot of people that live in big cities who deal with a lot of stop and go traffic, it's a really nice, easy way to bring a little bit of stress out of that commute with all that traffic. So this has some really cool features in the back here. It has the neat feature where you put your foot underneath it and it opens up for you automatically. Some of the really cool things back here is you can customize how you split the seats, 60-40, 40-40, and leave 20% in the middle up. It gets really customized. This is where you can have that optional third row. I don't feel like it's going to be much room for adults, but for little kids it'll be fine. One feature that I really like, that I really think is just intuitive, is you can push this button right here, get your stuff, get your hands full, walk away, and when the key fob gets out of range, it shuts automatically. So I'm going to step out a shot, and it shuts automatically for you. Really smart features that show that they're thinking about what people are doing when they're moving things in and out of the car. With the SEL Premium and R line, you get the whole body paint matched. When you step down a couple notches, or even one notches, I believe, just to the SEL Premium, you get the kind of the plastic trim on the lowest part of the car. I don't really care for that. I really love how the R line has everything painted to match, so it looks just a little bit more classy. But still, the ones with the plastic do still look nice, just not as nice as these. As far as the back seat goes, I sat back there with my seat how I like to have it. Tons of room. Very, very comfortable back there. You have a place to plug in your USB port, which is nice. And when my kids got in this car, the funny thing is as soon as they saw this panoramic sunroof, they loved it. They said, "Dad, we want this car." It was cool because it was raining. They got to see the raindrops hitting. It was just a neat experience for them. And I imagine it's something that really wouldn't get that old with them. So the touchscreen is really, really user-friendly. Like I was talking before, everything is intuitive and very smart. You go to your menu, you swipe through your screen. The climate control is actually kind of neat looking when you adjust, where the fans are, how everything's showing. When you put your heated seats on, you can do your heated steering wheel there. The climate control, if you and your wife were in the car before and she had hers way hotter than yours like typical, and you don't want that anymore, you hit sync and it puts them both together to the same temperature. Apps, you can put your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, everything's there. You can adjust things, like this is the off-road information, which is pretty cool. When you turn the steering wheel, the wheel turns. It's really nice, fun little feature that they have on here. When you go into the park, actually we'll go to reverse real quick. You hit this menu, it pulls up both your 360 camera and your rear camera. Here's a fun party trick. The camera can get dirty, especially like in the winter time when you have all the salt on the roads. You can actually, when you do your rear wiper, it sprays the camera too, so it washes off your camera. You can adjust your settings, like your color, like how bright you want it. It's really cool. You can pretty much adjust a ton of stuff with your rear view camera. There's a ton of cool features in this car that are really smart, really intuitive, and easy to use. Your radio's easy to tune. Everything's very, very simple to use. This over here is where you put your CD, memory cards in there as well. For me, it's a little different at first, but once you get used to that, you're going to be fine with it. So now we're on one of my favorite little back roads that I like to just test the handling of vehicles. I don't really expect much from this because it is a crossover SUV. It has a good, nice, tight feel to it, just naturally driving down the road. But this gets kind of tight and twisty here. So we'll see how it does. The roads are a little messy, so it'll also be testing a little bit of that all-wheel drive system. It's actually a little bit tighter than I expected. I don't really feel a ton of body roll, which is nice. Now see, there's where I wish I had a little bit more power, but it's not terrible. So to sum up, I mean, I really like this car as a family car. There's only one little thing that I would really, I don't care for. I wish it had more horsepower, but that's not going to be everybody. It has plenty of power for what it is. I just would love to see Volkswagen come out with one of these that's actually a little more hair on fire. I think the market's going to start tending more towards that, where people want to have a crossover SUV, but yet they still want to have something fun and fast. And I would love to see Volkswagen do something like that with this. I love the fit and finish of this car. Very, very impressed with it. It's just everything that they've done, it seems very, very well thought out. They've taken their time. They've made it right. The digital dash is awesome. This dash is awesome. It works great. Very intuitive. It's just everything comes together so well in this car. It really, you see the value in the price tag. This is something that when you see the value in it, you're gonna want it because everything works great. Everything just comes together so perfectly in this car. I'm very, very impressed. So I want to thank Vortem and Volkswagen for allowing me to do this review on the Tiguan today. There's a link to their website below. Please go check them out. Check out our podcast. Check out our Instagram page. Check out our Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe and like if you liked it. Have a great day.